Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in and respond to this little question here on Colossians 2:8 through 9. It is a very good question because it is one of the verses that most get brought up when I say Jesus is not the Father. Let me show you something. For in Christ, all the fullness of the deity lives in bodily form, and in Christ you have been brought to fullness. The word there for deity can also be Godhead in other translations, but the word Godhead is only used once in the entire Bible, and it's that verse, so technically it could not be that. But it means deity. Well, what does a deity mean? The rank or essential nature of a god, divinity, a supreme being, a god. Theotes was the word used. Now remember, I said Jesus is theos, okay? Theos is the equivalent to Elohim in the Old Testament, not theou or theon, which is equivalent to aloha or El in the Old Testament, okay, meaning singular, the one true God the Father, okay? It comes from the word theos. Again, theos is the root word, divinity. Again, Godhead is only used once, and it's that Colossians verse. There's nothing else to compare it to for that being the correct word. Deity is probably the better term. Or divinity. I think kind of divinity would work too. Here you can see the only time that the word Godhead was used was Colossians 2:9. I promise you, if you go read Acts 7, and not just read it, but actually write down every verse that is quoted in Acts 7, and you go look at the Acts, because what Stephen is doing is he's being accused of saying to forsake the law of Moses and to not be circumcised and all of these things, and blasphemy of saying Jesus was the Son of God. And he tries to convince them. He says, guys, remember long ago to our ancestors, the one who performed this miracle, who spoke in the wilderness to Abraham, who did this, who spoke in the bush, who led our forefathers out of Egypt, who did this. He gets down to the bottom and says that was Jesus. But if you go look at every single miracle that was performed, that he's saying it was the angel of the Lord. Okay, it was the angel of the Lord who is the mediator between God and man in the Old Testament. What is Jesus? The law was given through angels and entrusted to a mediator. A mediator, however, implies more than one party, but God is one, right? Right. Theos. Theos is one. Jesus is the one and only. He's unique. He's the only begotten Son. He is the incarnate angel of the Lord, and he is one, not three.